I was up to 15 minutes on the other one. So July 4th, 2020, I had to stop it on the white education that you didn't get in any kind of school that the enemy knows, and they've been withholding from you for some reason. Okay, so here's the thing from a vampirical person, meaning that I'm a godly sort. Nobody's ever disputed that fact. It's known worldwide in other circles other than my everyday street people. So the hustlers, we'll call them, the criminals. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm curious. For people like Lewis who have no education, no white education, he's not a vampire, he's not an immortal, he is just, we call him a hose child, H-O-S-E. Like, if nobody, like, he's not good looking enough for my mother. However, he was Octavian Caesar's grandson, so we needed his title and my mother's genetic to combine to give a Gundar and a Kataruza. That's how the immortals worked. So I had a Yugoslavian, Albanian, Balkan name. Russians will accept it because their Cyrillic system's slightly different, but as long as the other Cyrillics agreed that I was not the dirty American and that I was capable of being cultured and classy and educated, depending on how the future ran, then they would accept it. They would accept my, they called it nomination, which is whatever. It's inner sanctum talk. But here's the thing. I look like the dipshits in America that the world created on this quest before I was born, and no nation, no U.S. anything, no U.S. official, no U.S. congressman, no U.S. National Guardsman, no anything has taken me permanently under their wing where we have daily updates like the president has, like Queen Elizabeth has. Why do I have none of that? I have Lewis, the guy who likes dark meat, big fucking problem, but we told you that before I was born. Great, so there's varying levels of understanding. So on the understanding that I'm telling you facts, fact is, I've been around for thousands of years. I just have. I don't always live on full time with humans, but I always work with the planet, the global operators, guardianship, watchers. Well, we'd be watchers in that case. That's my function. When there's a dispute that breaks out amongst countrymen, or planning needs to be done, or verification of some sort, they call me in and they ask me to go investigate, which I do, and then I report back depending on whoever management is, whoever leadership is, and I'm the one person that they trust by face with Niklaus. We travel in pairs, so this way we're never separated, because there's no reason I need to have my own witness to protect myself. So if I start showing up alone, that's an indicator of a very big planetary problem with your humans. Inner Sanctum should know that, because Inner Sanctum is always, I mean, Niklaus and I only breed with each other. That's not an unknown factor. However, there are other beautiful people on the planet in White Kingdom, like ourselves, in Inner Sanctum, that prefer variety of alternating looks of what they're attracted to. So they say, I don't know, I don't want to test it out. So that's how Inner Sanctum works, but they always know that him and I go together. That's it. That's how our reports come in. And then when my reports started coming in, because they did separate us, somebody at some point in the breakage, here's what happens. You had people, the earth was created for separate, homogeneous society. You have the North, the snow people is what we used to call them. And then you have the people that like the sun, that are equipped for the sun, down south, that wear less clothing. That would be anything in South America or Africa and the Middle East. The northern people, while it can be hot, we don't tell you these things because we don't want to give these little nuances. Then why can't we be there? You're just not, because we have to keep the world clean and safe. And here's what happens. Here's how the fucking fracture happens. You assholes don't keep the North America, Canada, Western Europe, and Russia clean with non-facially disfigured whites that look like they could be a distant cousin, or they don't look like, I mean, like, I walk around New York and there's not one person that I spot that I'm like, oh wow, they belong here. No. Today I had some Indian guy over there talking whatever. I mean, it's dark, it's facially disfigured, or it's something that was not original to North. They're not snow people. Their color is not even close to the color of snow. So here we are. We need all of the North to be kept that way, and we need the children with the funny, weird eyes, facial disfigurement, distortment, whatever. They need to go south of the equator again. I don't care what fucking landmass you shove their asses on or execute them all. I don't really give a shit at this point. They've caused really big fucking problems. So they're always trying to move. They're always trying to breed and then go, oh no, we're the same. Look at our eyes. We're the same. We're the same. No, you're not. So here we are, and we keep ourselves separate for breeding purposes. That's it. And then our vampire stuff has a different requirement and a different capability based on outside planetary things, which these people are not invited into. It's just in the story. We don't do business with them, outside or in. So that's private business. Once you let anything that is not breeding material, like I would let my Alexander, my Benjamin, my Daniel sleep with, anything like that that makes its way in Canada, North America, anywhere in Western Europe or Russia, the orders are that you kill it immediately when it makes landfall. So there's no excuse. There is to be no commercial airline flight and tourism. Those are not, there's no such thing as money, because your kids are right now at a disadvantage greatly as white people, because you don't even know your fucking star laws or why your purpose is, because you're too busy for the last couple of generations fighting over black slave civil rights that are taking the future away from your children, and the other white is reprogramming on a computer your ability to cognitively get it back to the correct alignment. So yeah, this is major serious stuff. So here's the thing. Why was there such a push of colored people into the United States? I'm just curious. Doesn't matter what the fucking year is, because you couldn't tell time if your life fucking depended on it, which it does, but you can't tell time. You go off of some document you saw, it doesn't mean that the numbers add up or line up. It's what we at Global Security were giving the U.S. Continental European Congress and Russian Congress in our private white snow people thing. So you look at the paper and you see a date, doesn't mean anything. You can't hold yourself to it, because we know better. And there's things of this earth and elsewhere that we keep private. We have security needs, we have security issues. I don't need you finding out about them. Oh my God, now that is a given throughout all area, space, and time. In order to keep humans safe on all sorts of scary science levels, now that you know what science is. So there are things of this earth, and there's things that your military knows and your congressmen know that they're not processing properly. Do you understand that? So when I tell you that the North America and Canada is not clean enough, you're not down to a level of snow that is acceptable for national security, I don't understand why you don't fucking move.
I don't give a fuck if you build them Noah's Ark and send them the fuck back to wherever their color belongs. Make it a fucking one-way cruise if you can't handle the fucking bullets and dropping them. But here's the thing, you fucking Mickey Mouse motherfuckers with uniforms on, you constantly need better tanks, better weapons, better guns, better ammunition, better. And then I say, go use them, and you're like, oh, I can't do that. My wife and my daughter is at home, and I only use my guns on other people's lands. I don't like the people at home to know that I'm violent. That's what being fucking immortal looks like through the looking glass at all area fucking stupid useless uniforms on the way in. Which is why when I woke the fuck up, there's broadband communications, meaning radio, meaning satellite, meaning television, the recording equipment, anything that uses electricity. The things that belong below the equator, they have a warmer system down there, so they don't need thermal genetics and like electrics as much as the people to the north in the cold snow. Which is why we take the north top half of the fucking ball that we all are on. If you can't keep the top of the fucking ball safe and secure, all area that wears a fucking uniform, you are considered an enemy of the state. Doesn't matter which fucking state, God's white, asshole. You don't fight for her, and anything on the top being crystal fucking clear and clean, we got major issues. So why are there so many coloreds coming up through the south and chiggering their way through all of like North America, the south of North America itself? We did the Mason-Dixon line, so all area stupid fucking Yankee cunts would listen. They got a problem below the belt. Right. So now how do we fucking fix this, and like quick? Because here's what happens. You assholes didn't allow us to have a war on American shores. You're like, no, we voted against it. The Russian Federation's like, are you fucking serious? We already got our tanks, we already got our guys, Hitler's on board. What the fuck's wrong with you fucking pussies in the Crown London and fucking America? Your God's coming, stupid! Oh, but America is like, I don't know, London speaks English. They told me I should go to college and I should fight for women's rights and for black rights and that everybody's equal. Okay, so, stupid fucking white kids at home, when everybody's equal, blacks, Hispanics, which are caramel color, anything from Central America that throws itself up north, that makes it past border control, because now they're all equal, right? When you're all equal, how the fuck do you keep white and tight fucking clean? You can't. You're North America, you're snow people. That's it. You keep it white so you stay safe. You stay safe. There's things we can't tell you, stupid fucking white, but let me tell you this. Your God is white. Colored's God is white. Facially disfigured's God is white. I have to worry about the white kids that have been lied to, cheated. I mean, like, we can't tell them stuff because we don't want them. Now that we can't trust the white kids because they love the colors and the dark meats, and they're fighting for their rights to stay, to then fucking take over their genetics and their children and the future for things they're like, I don't know, and now we don't know because we didn't go to school. They don't even know how the kind of education that London's been giving to the whole fucking Far East, and then got parts of Russia in on it. Are you fucking kidding me? Wrong fucking cunt, wrong crowd, asshole. So now I got white kids that are like, I don't know what to do because now they're here. They're good people. Yeah, they are. Build them a fucking ark and out. Now they're in your U.S. military. That means they're changing your laws in your U.S. Congress. They're making it better for them and less beneficial for the whites, stupid.